Welcome dear students. This is lecture 4 on stratified random sampling technique. In this lecture we are going to discuss introduction to stratified random sampling, allocation of sample sizes in stratified random sampling technique, proportional and optimum allocations, and comparison of variance of sample mean in different allocations. We also compare the variance of sample mean with simple random sampling without replacements. Here, an important objective of any estimation problem is to obtain an estimator of a population parameter which can take care of the salient features of the population. If the population is homogeneous with respect to the characteristic under study, then the method of simple random sampling will yield a homogeneous sample, and in turn the sample mean will serve as a good estimator of the population mean. Thus, if the population is homogeneous with respect to the characteristic under study, then the sample drawn through simple random sampling is expected to provide a representative sample. Moreover, the variance of the sample mean not only depends on the sample size and sampling fraction, but also on the population variance. In order to increase the precision of an estimator, we need to use a sampling scheme which can reduce the heterogeneity or variability in the population. If the population is heterogeneous with respect to the characteristic under study, then one such scheme, one such sampling procedure is stratified sampling. The basic idea behind the stratified sampling is to divide the whole heterogeneous population into smaller groups or subpopulations such that the sampling units are homogeneous with respect to the characteristic under study within the subpopulations and heterogeneous with respect to the characteristic under study between or among the subpopulations. Such subpopulations are termed as strata. Here, stratum is singular and strata is plural. Treat each subpopulation as a separate population and draw a sample by using simple random sampling from each stratum. Here, the sample drawn from each stratum is done randomly, and the size of the sample should be decided very carefully. These two factors are very important in stratified random sampling technique. Here, the first one is that is selection of samples randomly is done through simple random sampling technique. The second problem is to decide the size of the sample drawn from each stratum. Here, let us look at the variance of sample mean in different techniques. This is simple random sampling without replacement. This is the variance of sample mean. We have written this in terms of finite population correction, FPC into S square by n. We already discussed 1 minus small n by capital N is called FPC, finite population correction. Here this small n by capital N is the sampling fraction. And look here, this is variance of sample mean of ith stratum. Variance of ith stratum mean. Here this is similar because each stratum is homogeneous. So this is similar to simple random sampling without replacement. The only difference is here this is ith sample. We treat it as ith sample. The samples are from 1 to k. There are k subpopulations. We have k stratums. We have k sample means. If we sum up all these k sample means I is equal to 1 to k, we get variance of stratified sample mean. Here this P is weight of the stratum. This is given by Pi is equal to capital Ni by capital N. Remaining are common. This is up to these three sample means in three different ways. Next, based on different idea, the allocation procedures to select samples from each stratum. To decide the sample size from each stratum, we already discussed here. There are three allocation procedures. The first one is equal allocation. Choose the sample size Ni to be the same for all the strata. Draw samples of equal size from each stratum. Let small n be the sample size and k be the number of strata. Then Ni is equal to small n by capital small n by k for all I is equal to 1 to k. Next one is proportional allocations. For fixed k, select Ni such that it is proportional to the stratum size capital Ni. That is, if stratum size is large, we have to choose large number of samples from that stratum. That is, this sample stratum is proportional to the population stratum. Ni is proportional to capital Ni, where C is a constant of proportionality. Next, let us see the sample size in proportional allocation. This is, we know that we sum up all the samples, we get the total samples. I is equal to 1 to Ni, I is equal to 1 to k, C into Ni gives us N is equal to C into N. So, from this, C is equal to small n by capital N. Thus, our Ni is equal to small n by capital N into capital Ni. If we substitute this sample size in variance of stratified sample, we get this term. This is nothing but variance of sample mean in proportional allocations. 1 by small n minus 1 by capital N summation I is equal to 1 to k Pi into Si square. In terms of finite population correction, we change it to finite population correction. This n comes in 1 by small n by capital N into I is equal to 1 to k Pi Si square by n. Next one is Niemann or optimum allocation. This allocation considers the size of strata as well as variability. Here, this sample size is proportional to Ni into Si. We consider variability also. Ni is proportional to C star into Ni Si, where C star is the constant of proportionality. Let us look at the sample size in optimal allocation. I is equal to 1 to k, Ni is equal to I is equal to 1 to k C star Ni Si. Here n is equal to C star into I is equal to 1 to k Ni Si, or this is equal to we want to C star only Ni by this term divides here. Thus, this Ni sample size in optimum allocation is equal to small n into Ni Si divided by I is equal to 1 to k Ni Si. This is summation of all stratums. By substituting this sample size, this allocation arises when the variance of y bar st is minimized subject to the constraint I is equal to 1 to k Ni. This sample size is prefixed in optimum allocations. We need to conduct the survey with the fixed sample size. There are some limitations to the optimum allocations. The knowledge of SI with the fixed sample size, we need to minimize the variation in the stratum, variation in the total process. It is needed to know Ni. If there are more than one characteristics, then they may lead to conflicting allocations. Using this allocation, variance of y bar st is given by variance of y bar st in optimum allocation is equal to 1 by small n into summation I is equal to 1 to k pi si whole square minus 1 by capital N I is equal to 1 to k pi si square. Let us look at this table. This table is very much useful. You remember all these things very carefully. In every competitive examination, one or two questions about the sample size in stratified random sampling with different methods and variance of sample mean in different sampling with the methods. They are asking, this is simple random sampling without replacement. Sample size is n. Variance of sample mean is this. This is ith stratum. This is stratified random sampling. You can find the changes here. This is summation I is equal to 1 to k. Nothing but this is summation and this weight of the stratum comes here. Only difference is weight of the stratum added here. And here in proportional allocation, here this ice goes out, only total sample size, total population size, this multiplies here. We can write this 1 minus Ni by Ni outside also. Okay, here this is optimum allocation, this is different thing. Many times this sample size in optimum allocation are asked in competitive examinations. Thank you.